There you go then. That's Who Are You by The Colour. How does that sound when it comes to, you hear that on a CD to you, Scott, there, being played as a finished article?
I have to have the bass right up and have it kicking, because it is a kicking song. It feels good. For me, obviously, the drums are the best part of it because that's what I put on there.
So what kind of reaction have you had, from people at Norwich City, such as the directors? I guess you'd like it to be played before matches, and also from the fans as well.
We've handed the CD to Rob Whittle, who has passed it on to the powers that be, and he informed me at the Norfolk show the other day when I had a chat with him that somebody would get back to us in the next few days, but as I say, we haven't heard anything yet. It would be really nice for them to at least make a comment on the song, if they're not going to use it. But we just want them to get behind us, behind the charity, and get things moving, you know, because at the end of the day, it's a song written for local people, by local people.
I mean, I think one of the things we want to stress is that when we penned the song, it wasn't just be like, right, you know, we're assuming this is going to be played by Norwich City. I mean, you get like 20 bands a week email songs, and you know, there's been some really good reviews, but there's been some bad reviews as well. And that's, you know, when you put something out there, you've got to accept that it's, you know, it's gonna, and if it creates debate, so much the better, because all it's doing is raising the awareness of the charity, you know. And that was why we wrote it. It was a celebration of Norfolk pride, Norwich, pride of East Anglia. They are there in the Premiership, flying the flag for everyone. They're playing great football, and it kind of, the reason it's got in front of the Norwich City directors is because Rob Whittle has been absolutely fantastic, so thank you ever so much for all your help. But you know, it's because it's got the likes of Gunny on board, and it's got people like Edie tweeting about it, and you know, it kind of started off as just a celebration of what we're doing, hoping to raise a bit of money for charity. And now, I mean, I was on the phone to Tesco's this morning because they're thinking about doing an ad campaign for us and selling it in their shops. And it's a good cause, and it's got the Norfolk label on it, and I think that's important, you know, in the terms of us as a UK, as a country, you know.
It sounds like once somebody gets in there and says yes to something, it kind of snowballs.
Oh, it has
absolutely, absolutely, and it's grown overnight, basically. We're just going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, regardless of whether the club are on board or not. This is still a charity single that will be released. We're looking to get into the Castle Mall and promote it on the day of release, which...
Is there a problem, though, with releasing a single in this day and age? Because I know you just go back probably 10 years, no more than that, and everything was on a CD or a bit of vinyl or a cassette before that. Had to have the tune, you bought it, but now anyone could just see what they want off YouTube or download it illegally, and you won't get any money for that.
Absolutely, but then... What I'm going to say on that is that we are getting Brian Gunn to sign 1,000 limited edition copies, which will be available in the Castle Mall on the release date. When people release singles, generally local bands, things like that, they don't release a video with the content that we're planning on releasing. We're going to have people shouting out the Who Are Yous. The Lotus Formula One have jumped on board. We've got Norfolk Fire and Rescue Service. They're going to jump on board. Lots and lots of local stuff, and into the bargain we will be doing the dramatic art, which involves a lot of green and yellow paint coming out the end of my sticks, which will be going onto canvases behind us with Brian Gunn actually in this part of the video, so he's going to get covered in green and yellow paint. Then after that we will be auctioning off all of the canvases, which will also go to the Brian Gunn Leukemia Appeal.
Because the history, of course, of the Leukemia Appeal is Brian and Susan lost their daughter Francesca to leukemia in the early 1990s, and since then he started up this appeal, and it's done wonders, really. It's raised loads of money for equipment.
It crossed the £1 million point, didn't it, fairly recently?
Yeah.
I mean,
So it's done very, very well, and it's good that you guys are carrying it on. So what did Brian Gunn... How did he react to this initially, Scott?
You've been on the one to blow it to him, you should probably say.
Yeah, I spoke... well, what happened one morning, I was at home getting the kids ready for school, and the phone rang, and this voice said, "Hello, Scott, it's Brian." And I'm like, "Brian?"
I don't know any Brians.
Brian Gunn? and for a moment I nearly collapsed. But once I got over the shock, we got chatting. He asked me what he could do to help promote this because of it being his charity. And I got chatting to him and I said, well, you could sign 1,000 CDs, so we've got a limited edition. And also, it'd be really nice if you'd come and join in and get covered in some green and yellow paint for the video, because at the end of the day, it's a bit of fun, and I think a lot of people might like to see it.
I'm sitting next to a music journalist. Tara is here, Tara Hanna, my producer. Come over here to this microphone and tell me what you think of that music, because I think it's a kind of tune that would sound really good before a match day, blaring out at Carrow Road at about 20 to 3. So
well, we're just talking about this off air. It's more that sort of Oasis kind of feel to it, isn't it? I really like it. I would prefer that at match day as opposed to something else. I can't really be doing with the club music. You want something iconic, and you want something that's a chart and a big old, sort of like a don't look back in anger kind of song that everyone knows, and they're going to sing it when you come in.
We like her a lot. We like her a lot.
Even I remember the words, and that's saying something.
So, what's the aim? Is there a target you want to reach for the amount of money? Obviously, sell 1,000 CDs, and have you got like a figure in mind?
I've got no figure in mind whatsoever. All I can say is the more we raise, the better it'll be for the CD and the video, and we'll just keep pushing it until we've sold every single copy.
If people want to get involved with this video and get down there, where's it going to be?
All they need to do to get involved in the video is record themselves shouting the lyric, "Who are you?" And they need to send their videos to whoareyouvideo@the-colour.com, and we will put them onto our website. People can have a look at other people's videos on there, so that they know that they're not just going to be the only one on there.
If you go to www.the-colour.com and look under, I believe it is videos, there's a link on there, and you can see all the videos that be uploaded, as Scott was saying. But we want, as it's a Norfolk community song essentially, and as I said, it's to kind of celebrate Norfolk and what we're doing at the moment. We wanted Norfolk to be involved. We want the video to represent Norfolk and what goes on in Norfolk.
So you're not alone on that. I mean, we've got the likes of Chris Gorham's done a video for us, Michael Bailey, Chris Lakey. And they're
just saying, "Who are you?" Are they?
Yeah. You've got Help Your Heroes Panda doing it in Norwich. It's brilliant.
Because what I think, we have a photographer and video man extraordinaire in this building, Forrest.
Fantastic.
And if he's around today, perhaps we just drag him in here and get a bit of video.
Oh, can we do a future radio video, please?
It'd be fun if we could.
Cool.
Mind you, we were at the Norfolk show last week, and we had along came Ewan Roberts and Paul McVeigh, and we did a nice live interview with them, and Forrest took loads of photographs, but when I looked at them afterwards, they were all telephoto lensed right into their faces, and I was cutting right out of them. So,
oh dear.
I took a beautiful photo of you, I should just add.
You did, yes.
iPhone photos better than everything else.
You did on my phone. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. I hope this goes really well for you, and I hope lots of people come along to the video, and it goes really, really well. And I imagine it's one of those things that once it gets onto the message boards around the club and Wrath of the Berkeley and all those kind of guys, that it could well go viral, and I'd hope it would do.
I hope so. So all the fans out there and all the Norfolk businesses, get in touch, get your videos in, and let's make this a real tribute to Norwich City.
Yeah.
And if you've got a follow-up idea for this, I mean, if this goes well from your own band's point of view,
we've written it. I think we've got an EP album which we're hoping to record over summer, and I suppose it's classic rock with a modern twist, I suppose.
Absolutely, and the other thing is we are aiming for the Olympics, and that is our next big song that we will push out for next year.
Well, come along, and we'd look forward to playing that too.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
Okay, Scott Field, James Paul, thank you very much. And
thanks, guys.
We'll do a little DVD, and we'll just have to end off by not saying goodbye, but who are ya?
Who are ya?